The fourth round of the 2025 Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship will take place this Saturday in Glendale, Arizona. Here is the list of who is in and who is out on the injured list. 450 Supercross, Ryan Brees with a knee injury is out. He's recovering from a torn ACL and chose to sit out San Diego and Anaheim 2 to aid in that process. He's out for Glendale, and also his Moto Concepts team is battling for the AMA Arena Cross Championship, but Brees is going to skip that race, scheduled for Reno, Nevada this weekend as well. Kyle Chisholm injured his heel last weekend, but he is in. He clipped a tough block and went over his bars in the heat race at Anaheim 2. He didn't break any bones. He's sore all over and has a severe bone bruise on his left heel, but he will try to race in Glendale. Christian Craig with a knee injury is out but is on the mend. He's recovering from a torn ACL and meniscus suffered at the last SMX round last year in Las Vegas, but he is scheduled to get back to racing perhaps as soon as next weekend in Tampa. And finally, in the 450 class, Jorge Prado dislocated his shoulder when he tangled with a safety net after overjumping a rhythm lane jump last weekend at Anaheim 2. Kawasaki has only announced that he is out for Glendale, but there are rumors that the dislocated shoulder might require surgery, and if that is the case, Prado will be out for much longer. Stay tuned for more information on that. In the 250 West region, which is competing this weekend, rider DiFrancesco is out. He sustained an injury while practicing before Anaheim 2. At first, we did not know what the injury was, but it did cause him to sit out of Anaheim 2. Now we hear it is internal injuries. We believe on Friday there will be a more detailed report from the Rockstar Gas team of what exactly has been injured, but he did post a photo with a worm, so to speak, being sewn up after surgery. Posted that photo on his Instagram story with the caption, "Builds character." We'll post more information on DiFrancesco's recovery as it becomes available, but for now we know he's definitely out this weekend at Glendale. Also in 250 West, Derek Drake is out dealing with Lyme's disease. He said he will miss at least the first half of this season. Evan Ferry is out for the year after rupturing his Achilles at Anaheim 1. Talon Hawkins suffered a broken femur in San Diego. That will sideline him presumably for the rest of the season, at least Supercross. Veteran Billy Laninovich is riding with bruised ribs after crashing hard in San Diego, but he's going to give it a go in Glendale, so he is in. Avery Long went down with a huge crash in the last chance qualifier at San Diego, suffered a concussion. He missed Anaheim 2, and Avery Long will again be out this weekend at Glendale. One mystery so far, Garrett Marchbanks missed Anaheim 2 with a shoulder injury as of Thursday morning. We do not know his status, if he will return to racing this weekend or not. Stay tuned to RacerX Online and our social channels for up-to-the-minute news on Marchbanks to see if he will race. We know his teammate Ty Masterpool is out with broken fingers sustained in San Diego. Styles Robertson with a wrist injury is out for the weekend. He also missed Anaheim 2 after sustaining severe bone bruising in his wrist in San Diego. However, the team feared it would be much worse. They believe he will be able to return. 250 West actually resumes in just 3 weeks in Arlington on February 22nd, and they do expect Robertson to race there. Most people already know the Joe Shimoda story. He has been riding with broken fingers in his clutch hand since San Diego, where he got hit with a pit board during qualifying. He raced Anaheim 2. He'll be racing again at Glendale. Noah Viney with a shoulder injury is out, suffered a full separation, and he wrote on Instagram this week that he will need surgery scheduled for Tuesday, hopes to start training back on the bike in March. Also, Robbie Wageman with a wrist injury is out, fractured and dislocated that wrist while practicing. That's it for the 250 West list. Here's the 250 East. They won't be racing until next weekend at Tampa. We'll see which of these riders are able to compete. First, Casey Cochran sustained a leg injury in November that required surgery. He's working on coming back for that. We don't expect Cochran to be able to race in Tampa. On the other hand, RJ Hampshire was slated to race 250 West, where he is the defending champ, but he couldn't make it due to a nagging wrist injury that he originally sustained just before the opening of Pro Motocross in 2024, but he should be active for 250 East when that starts up next weekend. Keegan Rowley of the Tylube Honda team suffered an injury to his wrist. He is likely to miss all of Supercross. Devin Simonson Now part of the Muck-Off FXR Club MX Yamaha team, he sustained a wrist injury just before Christmas that required surgery. He will likely miss the first part of 250 East next weekend, and Australian Reed Taylor will be his fill-in for Club MX. And the final injury to note, Jalik Swoll is out at least for Supercross, if not the entire year, with an Achilles injury sustained before Anaheim 1. That is the injury list as of now. You never know what might happen on press day or practice and qualifying on Saturday. For all the news, check out RacerXOnline.com or our social channels.